Welcome yogis. Today's practice is a slow flow focusing on opening the hips, both the inner thighs and the glutes, the outer hips. And for today's practice, if you have a block, we'll be doing one balancing pose where it could be useful. If you don't have one, it's only one pose. You can just use your fingertips, use your core strength, you'll be just fine. So if you have that block, set it towards the top of your mat, please. And we are going to get started in Supta Baddha Konasana, which is a butterfly pose reclined. So come to a seat, bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide, and recline all the way back. So if right away, if you're feeling that the hips or the groin is really tight, you can slide the feet further away from the hips to give you a little bit more space. Another option is to make fists and bring the fists just underneath your outer glutes or outer thighs to give them a little bit of support so that there isn't as much strain in the inner thighs. But allow yourself to come into a comfortable position with the arms, with the shoulders, draw them down away from the ears. If your fists aren't under your legs, you could place your hands on your belly or one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. And just allow yourself to soften muscles, bones, and ligaments relaxing. Your breath is slowing down. And as you arrive in this first gesture, I'll share with you today's theme for practice. It's on the 3 gunas. So in yoga philosophy, there are 3 gunas, which are fundamental forces that make up everything. So guna translates to mean strand, implying like the strands of a rope that are woven together. So the gunas are like strands that are woven together to create everything that is in the universe, both matter and mind or consciousness. And these gunas are always working together. We possess the gunas in our energetic bodies, and everything around us possesses the gunas. So the 3 gunas are rajas, tamas, and sattva. Rajas can manifest as hyperactivity, whether it be that monkey mind or a lot of energy in the body. It can mean motivation and passion. But rajas can also manifest itself as edginess or anxiousness if there is too much rajas present. Then there is tamas, which is an opposing energy to rajas. Tamas can manifest itself as laziness, lack of motivation, apathy, heaviness. But we do need tamas. It balances out rajas. So if there's too much rajas, tamas can help us find more groundedness, more steadiness. And then we have the 3rd guna, which is sattva. Sattvic energy is what we strive for. It's the sweet middle path between rajas and tamas, where there is contentment, peace, and harmony. So as you just bring yourself into this present moment, check in with your energetic state and notice how you're showing up on your mat today. Were you speeding from one thing to the next, doing lots of different tasks before you stepped onto your mat? Or did you require some motivation? Were you feeling resistant to come onto your mat? Or perhaps it was rather easeful and you knew that it would help make you feel better in body and mind, so you happily and openly stepped onto your mat. Whatever you're feeling is beautiful, it's fine, it's interesting. So please acknowledge what energy is present or energies, because they can be opposing, occurring at once. And whatever you witness, Just notice without judgment. And may we recognize that the Gunas are always at play with one another. So once we can make friends with the Gunas, we can play too. And today's practice will be about really recognizing the Gunas as they show up in our bodies, hearts, minds, and spirits. And then using the breath to find more balance within them. Please take a slow, steady breath in through your nose, filling up your belly, your rib cage, and the top of your chest. Then part your lips and audibly exhale it out. A nice cathartic sigh. 2 more like that. Seal the lips, breathe in slowly, filling up the abdominal cavity, the rib cage, the chest cavity. Feel the fullness. Lips part, big sigh through the mouth. Let it go. And one more deep, full inhalation through the nose. Fill up. Part the lips, audibly exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. From here, seal the lips, breathe in and out through the nose, finding your Ujjayi pranayama. There's a little constriction through the back of the throat, so it's almost like you're dragging the inhalation in. There's some texture in the back of the throat. And then you're dragging the exhalation out, feeling that texture and that thickness, that thick quality to your breath. Please sweep your arms overhead, press down through the shoulder blades, lift the sternum, little back bend. On the exhale, engage your abdominals, sweep the arms forward towards the feet. Draw the soles of the feet together and lift the shoulder blades and head off of your mat. A little bit of core activation. Then slowly inhale, lower the shoulder blades and the head and sweep the arms all the way back. Fingers are spread. Exhale, engage your abdominals, stretch the arms forward towards the feet, lift the shoulders and head up off the mat, draw the soles of the feet together, pull the pubic bone towards the navel, and 2 more times. Inhale, slowly recline with control. Shoulders and head touch down, fingertips reach back. Exhale, engage the abs, arms sweep forward, then lift the shoulders and head up, press the feet together, reach through the fingers. Good work. 1 more time. Inhale, slowly recline. Stretch back, open the chest. Exhale, core is engaged. Reach the arms forward towards the toes, shoulders and head pick up. Hold this time. Keep pressing the soles of the feet together and hover them off of your mat. We've got 3 breaths. 2 more. Last full breath. Good work. Lower the feet down, shoulders and head. 1 more time. Sweep the arms back. And then arms come out into a goalpost. Slowly close the knees together like a book and draw your right knee in towards your right ribs. So we're going to do a little dynamic stretch to get into the right hip. Begin to extend your left leg forward onto your mat. So it goes, the inhale, the knee draws in towards the chest. On the exhale, open the hip up. This is hip abduction. And then exhale, extend the right leg so you're straightening the knee. Keep exhaling as you sweep the right leg towards the left. That's 1 round. Inhale, bend the knee, draw in towards the right ribs, right armpit. Exhale, open the hip abduction. Extend the leg, straighten the knee. Keep exhaling, sweep the leg forward to align with the left, and then we repeat. Inhale, draw the knee in, hip flexion. Exhale, open, extend, sweep. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, open, extend, sweep. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Go as slow or as fast as you need, depending on your breath pace. Right knee comes in, then extend the right leg forward onto your mat, and we'll take it over to the left side. So inhale, hip flexion, draw the knee in towards the left ribs. Exhale, hip abduction, open it up, extend the left leg. Keep exhaling, sweep it forward, and then inhale to start again. Knee comes up, exhale, open, extend, sweep, and continue that pattern. Hear your beautiful Ujjayi breath guiding the pace of your movements. All right, so find a sustainable breath rhythm and then allow your movements to follow that pace. Let's take it one more round. Hip joints should be nice and warm now. Bend both knees, draw them in towards your chest, hands come atop the knees, and let's take circles with the knees in opposite directions of one another. So now we're moving the hip joints in a different rotation. And then draw both knees together, give them a little squeeze, compressing the hip flexors, but opening the back body. That deep back muscle, the quadratus lumborum. Pull the knees in tightly, take a full breath in. Hug the knees, draw the shoulder blades down against your mat. Nice work. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. Gain a little momentum as you rock forward and back the full length of your spine. And the next time you sit up, cross your shins, make your way to your hands and knees. Tabletop position. Shoulders are over the wrist creases, hips are over the knees. Find a really sturdy table. Elongate your spine. Engage your abdominals. All right, from here, let's take some cat-cows, warming up the spinal column. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the sit bones and the sternum. Gaze is off the tip of the nose. Exhale, engage your core, press the earth away as you dome the back, pointing the tailbone down, chin to chest. Inhale, soften to the elbows, swing the spine forward. Elbow creases rotate towards the top of the mat, shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, press down through the arms and legs. Open the back of the heart. Pull the low belly in and up. Great work, yogis. Let's take two more. Inhale. Exhale to round. Your drishti or your gaze is following the movement of the nose rather than straining the eyeballs. Let the nose guide you and the eyes follow the nose. Exhale to round. Good, come back to a neutral tabletop. Feeling the length from tailbone to crown. Gaze is just beneath the eyes. From here, walk both hands forward about a handprint in front of you. Shift forward on the knees so that they come forward. Hips come forward at the knees. Keep the core engaged. Slowly bend the elbows and take your time using the triceps to come down to your belly. We're going to come into super cobra pose. Hands come just outside of the mat, in line with the middle of the ribs, so middle rib cage. Come onto fingertips. Elbows are over the wrists. Feet or hips width distance. Engage your quadriceps. Lift your kneecaps. Engage those glutes. Press down through the finger pads and slowly lift the chest and head. Following the movement of the nose with the eyes, and exhale, lower slowly. Belly, ribs, chest, forehead last. Inhale, peel up. Ribs, chest, chin lifting last. Exhale, slowly lower. Belly, ribs, chest, forehead. And maybe each time you come up, you rise up just a little higher. See how that feels in the low back, but remember to keep your glutes engaged. That protects the lower back. Let's take it one more round. Inhale to peel up. Exhale to lower. From here, hands stay still in line with the middle of the rib cage. Just draw them right beside your body, palms down. Elbows hug in. Roll the shoulder heads away from your chest. Keep those legs strong and engaged. Inhale, lift chest and head, and the right leg up. One-legged Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. Exhale, slowly lower chest, head, and right foot. Inhale, lift chest, head, and left leg up. Point the toes, reach them back, and draw the crown of the head forward at the same time, lengthening the back of the neck. Exhale, lower down everything. One more round. Inhale, lift up, and we'll hold for just a couple breaths. And the exhale is to lower. Last side, inhale, lift up, chest, head, and left leg. Keep hugging those elbows in, opening across the top of the chest. Left leg is strong, so reach those toes back. And exhale, come all the way down. The back should be warming up. This time, inhale, lift chest, head, and both legs up. Option to hover the hands if you want. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Keep the core engaged. Draw the belly in and up. Reach back through the toes. Lengthen through the back of the head. One more breath. Maybe everything comes up just an inch higher. So good. Exhale, lower it down. Whew. Let's counter those back bends with the child's pose. Lift the hips. For this variation, inner knees and big toes touch. Hips to heels. Forehead down. Wrap the arms around the legs. Palms turn up. So with the inner knees together, this creates more of a rounding shape in the spine as opposed to opening the knees out wide. So just take some deep breaths here, breathing into your back where you just contracted and worked those muscles. Now create some more space, sending your breath there into your low back, your mid back, and all the way up to the back of the ribs, back of the heart. From here, please slide the palms forward, rise up, hands and knees. Curl the toes, lift the hips first, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs a little bit, find some organic movement, warming through the backs of the legs, the shoulders, the head and the neck. Remember your breath. Keep it in the forefront of your awareness. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Fingers are spread wide. Even toes are spreading. Heels by no means have to be touching, but they're actively stretching towards the earth. Bring your awareness to your low back, just beneath your lowest rib, where your kidneys and your adrenals are. Think of drawing that space slightly up. So you're creating more length through the spine, avoiding hyperextending or arching the low back. Triceps spin down, externally rotating the arms. So we want to find a lot of space between the ears and the tops of the shoulders. Gaze can be between the feet, the inner knees. From here, inhale, send your right leg up, three-legged down dog. On the exhale, lift your left heel up. Inhale from the right inner thigh. Can you open that right hip up a little bit more? And on the exhale, soften your left heel to the mat and step your right heel in front of your left big toe. It doesn't have to be like a tightrope. You can be a little wider, but just the right foot in front of the left. Then inhale, raise your left leg high. Three-legged down dog, just a shorter stance. Exhale, lift the right heel up, come onto the ball of the right foot. Then inhale from the left inner thigh, open your hip up a little bit more, stretching those hamstrings too. And on the exhale, soften the right heel down, micro bend both knees, step your left heel in front of your right big toe. Keep a soft bend to the knees. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, lift the left heel. Inhale from the right inner thigh. Can you open that hip up a little bit more? Exhale, left heel lowers. Soft bend to both knees as you slowly step the right foot in front of the left. One more round. Inhale, left leg up. So now we're in like a standing splits. Exhale, lift the right heel high. Inhale from the left inner thigh, open your left hip up. Exhale, lower right heel, bend both knees, sweep the left foot forward, left foot behind left wrist, right hand behind right wrist, or right foot rather behind right wrist. Bend both knees and fold. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bow the head, maybe shake it out a little bit, letting go of any tension in the neck. You're welcome to sway a little side to side if that feels nice. You can bend into one knee and then the other. Listen to your body and notice. Ask yourself, what would feel good? All right, from here, come back to stillness. Deep bend to both knees. Weight is even through the heel bones, the big toe joints, and the little toe joints. Lift the inner arches. Keeping a deep bend to the knees, slowly begin to curl up one vertebra at a time, keeping the torso dangling forward, arms and head hanging. Restacking the vertebra. Chin lift, shoulder heads roll away from the chest, palms rotate forward. Tadasana. Close the eyes, please. Find a strong, sturdy stance in Tadasana. So this is where tamas can come into play, where we feel grounded, steady, stable. So to really find that lift through the inner arches, you may need to lift the 10 toes up, grounding down through those 3 points of contact I just mentioned. Then you can lower the toes and spread them, but keep the activation through the arches. That gives us the foundation for the rest of our body. Kneecaps are lifted, quads engaged. Tailbone draws slightly down. Pubic bone lifts up a bit. Shoulder blades draw together onto the back as you open the heart. Length through the back of the head. Softly open your eyes. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight is in the heels. Shin bones press back so the toes are visible beneath the kneecaps. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, straighten the legs but bend the elbows. Little opening across the chest and shoulders. Inhale, sit back into the chair, extend the arms forward. Sink low into your imaginary chair. Exhale, press and rise. Elbows go wide. Good. Couple more times. Inhale, sinking low. Keep the low belly drawing in. Exhale, rise up as you straighten the legs, the elbows bend. One more time. Inhale. This time as you rise, weight goes into the left foot. Draw the right knee up, hip height, one-legged Tadasana. Right ankle is flexed to protect the kneecap. The ligaments in the knee. Take a full breath in. Exhale, open that hip up, hip abduction. We did this on our backs at the start of class. Then open both hips, step that right foot towards the back of the mat, landing in your goddess pose. Toes out, heels in, knees are over the ankles. Extend the arms overhead, inhale, sink the hips low. Exhale, straighten the legs, bend the elbows. Inhale, goddess pose with arms extended overhead. Tailbone drops. Exhale, straighten the legs, open the heart. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good work. Extend the arms long. Turn the left foot in, point the toes slightly towards the top of the mat. So there's just this right hip drawing you forward a bit. Right foot turns towards the top of the mat. Arms extend wide. You might need to go a little bit longer in your stance as you come into warrior two. So the feet can be aligned heel to heel or heel to arch. I think heel to arch gives a little bit more support, but every body is so different anatomically. So play with opening the foot a little wider or drawing the heel in so that it dissects the back arch. Gaze is soft over the right fingertips. Inner thighs are engaged here. Energetically draw the feet together mid-mat, so you're lifting up from the pelvic floor. Expanding from the heart, opening through the arms. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into your right knee. And then let's reverse it. Flip the right palm, reach it up and back. Left hand slides along the left thigh. So we're looking for a lateral bend here. Reach out of the left waistband, taking a little arc back. One more breath in. And as you exhale, come back to warrior two and straighten your right leg. I usually need to go a little bit shorter for triangle pose, so adjust as needed for Trikonasana. Hips press towards the back of the mat. Torso reaches forward, reach through those right fingertips. Then lower, right hand to right shin, foot. It could come all the way down if you have the flexibility. You could also use your block if it's there. So think of moving the pelvic girdle towards the back of the mat, reaching the spine forward. Neck is in line with the rest of the spine. If you feel any tension in the neck, give yourself permission to look down, maybe look neutral, or traditional gaze or drishti is past the left fingertips. Let's take one more full breath here. Then left hand comes to left hip. Look down at the earth, give a bend into your right knee. Bring your fingertips or block about a foot in front of the right foot and slightly to the side. Then slide the left foot in and lift the left leg up. The left hip is still on top of the right. Same alignment as in triangle pose. Then once you find your balance, extend the left arm high. Half moon pose or Ardha Chandrasana. If you don't have your block, you can stay on fingertips. Maybe you activate your core a little bit more and start to hover the fingertips off of the earth or your block. You've got it. Keep breathing. Be patient with yourself. Keep this left quad really strong. Press back through the left heel. One more breath, yogis. Take your block if you have it. Give a bend to your right knee. Step the left foot down. Rise up. Whew, good work. Turn the right toes in. Remember, at a slight angle, left toes pointing to the back of the mat. You can set your block down. We're coming into warrior two first. Open the arms, maybe going a little bit longer in your stance. Finding the foundation first through the feet, checking them out. We want to see that left big toe and second toe. So make sure that knee is opening up. External rotation of the right thigh, right femur bone. Gaze is soft over the left fingertips. Inner thighs are active. And think of your arms as an extension of your heart. How much love and compassion can you spread out into the universe through the reach of your arms and fingers? Notice if you're leaning over your left thigh. Check the shoulders out, take a peek down, make sure they're right over the hips. One more breath. Let's reverse it. Flip the left palm, reach it up and back. Right hand slides to the right thigh. Not dumping all that much weight there. We want to find the activation, the engagement through the core, through the side of the core. Using those obliques to lift you up and arc you back. One more full breath. And slowly come back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Go a little shorter in your stance if you need. Arms are still open. Press the hips towards the top of the mat. Reach forward over the left thigh. Tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12. Your hand can come to your shin, to your ankle, foot, or find that block if you have it. And think of moving the pelvis, the tailbone, the sits bones towards the top of the mat. We want to find length and extension through the spine. A little opening or spiraling action of the right rib cage over the left ribs. Ease within the neck and within the jaw. Striving for sattva, right? Sattvic energy, where there's harmony in the body, harmony in the mind, and they're working together to create balance. And the breath can help us find that. It's an amazing force to help us get there, to that state of balance. All right, now let's find the balancing pose. Right hand to right hip, look down at the earth. Give a bend into your left knee. Fingertips are blocked. Come about a foot in front of your foot and a little bit over to the side. Slide the right foot in, lift it up. If that right hip fell forward a bit, take a moment, open it up. Once you feel balanced, extend the right arm high. You're welcome to stay on fingertips or engage your core and maybe start to hover the fingertips off of the earth or off of your block. Ideally, we want to level the spine and the right leg, having one line of energy. A line of energy from fingers to fingers. One more breath here. Give a soft bend into your left knee. Carefully step the right foot back, facing the long side of your mat. Hands come to hips. Give a bend into your left knee. Pivot and step forward, top of the mat. Close the eyes, Samastitihi. Check in with your energetic state. And notice which guna might be dominating right now. And may we recognize that opposing gunas can show up at the same time. For example, have you ever been really bored, but your knee is bouncing like crazy? So that's an example of a tamastic body and a tamastic mind, rajastic body. So high energy body that's having trouble resting. And vice versa too, right? We can show up really sluggish in our body, tamas, yet our mind is racing from thought to thought, rajas. So just notice what guna is very apparent in this moment. Perhaps it's sattva, feeling balanced and at ease. Take a full breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. All right, one more round. We'll do the left leg this time. So feet are still hips width, toes in front of heels. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips low, extend the arms up. Exhale, straighten the legs and bend the elbows. Inhale, bend the knees, hips low, arms extend. Exhale, press down, elbows go wide. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to rise. This time, shift the weight into your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Knee comes hip height. Left ankle is flexed. Then again, open the left hip up. That's hip abduction. Keep opening it up. Step it out to the long side of the mat. Back to goddess. Knees bend, arms extend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, bend the elbows. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And 1. Good work. From here, open the arms wide. Turn the toes in so that the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Hands come down to the mat. Bow the head. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. Walk the hands forward under the shoulders. On the exhale, walk both hands over to the right, in front of the right foot, and give a bend into your right knee, keeping the left leg straight. So we're getting into the whole inseam of the inner left leg. Press down through the pinky edge of your left foot. Lift the inner arch and feel that lift through the inner arch, inner calf, inner knee, all the way up to the inner thigh. And notice if you can feel that stretch in the inner thigh. If not, you might go a little bit wider in your stance. And we want to sink the hips low, drawing them back as we extend the spine forward. It should feel like work. One more breath here. Then slowly straighten the right leg, bringing the hips through center, and you'll walk both hands over towards the left foot. Bend your left knee. Keep pressing into the pinky edge of your right foot. Inner right arch is lifted. Inner ankle, inner calf, inner knee, draw up, and feel that stretch through the inseam of your inner right leg. Core is strong and active. Spine is extended. One more breath here. Good work. Straighten the left leg. Walk the hands through center. And then fold. Drape the torso over the legs, dropping the crown of the head. Bring your hands to your low back. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze the palms together and maybe start to draw the knuckles away from the low back. Opening the chest and shoulders. Keep squeezing the palms together. Thumbs come to the low back. Then hands come to the hips. Give a bend to the knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine, come up halfway. Pause as you exhale, root down through the feet. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, rise all the way up with a flat back. Pivot the feet to face the top of the mat. Step forward. Samastitihi. Rotate the palms forward, close the eyes, and once more check in. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, big reach. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale as you lengthen your spine, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Bring both hands inside of your right foot as you toe heel your right foot to the edge of your mat. So we're going to stay lifted through the left knee in this lizard lunge variation. Root down through the palms, the heels of the hands, the bases of the fingers, the knuckles, and then feel the length from heel to crown. The hips can sink down, so we're really stretching this left psoas and hip flexor. Move this right hip crease back, lengthening the right waist right here. And as you draw the front of the spine forward, keep pressing back through your left heel. Reestablish your beautiful Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. One more here. All right, now we're going to take it into half pigeon. So toe heel your right foot closer towards your left wrist. And then you might need to slide the foot back further away from the left wrist, and you'll lower the outer right shin down. You can set the left knee down and you might need to slide it back a bit. Bring the fingertips in front of the right shin and right foot. We'll do a few back bends to folds like we did in Cobra earlier, and then I'll leave you for a minute or two to rest. So on the inhale, exaggerate the back bend, opening the front of the spine. Exhale, stay grounded through the finger pads, bend the elbows, lower belly, ribs, chest, and forehead. Inhale, round up, peel up, belly, ribs, chin lifting last. Exhale, roll down, swing the spine. So belly comes down, ribs, chest, forehead. Good, then round up, inhale. Chin lifting last. Exhale, finding a back bend on the way down. This time we stay. Ground down through the forehead, extend the arms forward. Maybe the forehead doesn't come down, you can stack the forearms. You can use your block under your head or under your elbows. And just notice the sensation in your outer right hip, outer glute. Breathe into that space. And really breathe into your back body here as we're in this fold. Can you move your breath into your low ribs, your low back, breathing into your kidneys. All right, from here, slowly walk the hands back towards the right shin. Lifting the chest, curl the left toes underneath you. Lift the left knee up and send the right leg high, three-legged down dog. It might feel nice to shake out the right leg, welcoming the blood flow back in. And then the right foot lowers down. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into the runner's lunge on the other side. So look for the left knee over the left ankle. Wrists are under the shoulders. And again, draw the front of the spine forward as you press back through the right heel, lengthening your calf. And you're also moving your left hip crease back so that there's space between the top of your left hip and your left ribs. Strive for effort, rajas, while staying grounded and centered, tamas. Finding a balance of the two energies so that we find sattva, harmony, peace, contentment. All the same ingredients that we need in life, right? When life throws us curveballs or there's turmoil, we have the tools. We have the wisdom inherently within us. All right, from here, coming into half pigeon. Bring the left hand outside of the left foot, toe heel your foot towards the right wrist, slide it back a bit, lower the outer left shin onto your mat. You can wiggle the right foot back, whatever you need. Set the knee down, the top of the thigh. Fingertips are in front of the left shin. Root down through the finger pads. Inhale, little back bend, opening the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows as you slowly peel down. Belly, ribs, chest, forehead. Exhale, rounding up. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, lower belly, ribs, chest, head. Inhale to rise. Chin and nose lifting last. Exhale, feel the hips sinking a little bit deeper. Forehead lowering last. One more time, inhale, healing up, finding a little back bend at the top. Exhale, rolling down, and finding a place where you can hold and surrender into the stretch of your left hip and outer glute. Use props and use your body as needed. And again, bringing in the breath to the back, the area that's exposed. Breathe into your low back, low ribs, back of the heart. And with every exhale, let go a little bit more. Where can you release unnecessary tension? Slowly walk the hands in towards the left shin, lifting the chest at the top. Curl the right toes underneath you. Lift the right leg up and extend the left leg high, three-legged down dog. Maybe shake it out a little bit, bending and straightening the leg. And then lower down when ready. Take a full breath in through your nose, please. Big audible exhale through the mouth. Set both shins down. And make your way to a seat towards the top of your mat. And we're going to come down onto our backs. Ground down through the feet, extend the arms forward, and slowly recline. Using your core. I hope you feel as relaxed as I do right now. I'm ready for Shavasana, but we've got a couple more poses. So first is bridge. Keeping the knees bent, just walk the heels in a bit more towards the buttocks. Rest the arms beside your body with the palms turned down. We're going to peel up super, super slow. So first, start to lift the tailbone, the sacrum. Then the lumbar spine starts to rise. Keep lifting low back, mid back, upper back. Engage the glutes once the hips are lifted. Line of energy from shoulders to knees. Then inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale just as slowly as you lifted the hips, lower them down. And at the same time, you're lowering the arms. If you're out of breath, pause where you are, take an inhale, and then finish the exhale on your descent. Sacrum and tailbone touch down last. Let's do it again. So it's the inhale that takes you up. Ground down through the feet, lift the tailbone, sacrum, lumbar spine, thoracic spine, all the way up. Then stay for the exhale this round. Glutes engaged. Inhale, just the arms, sweep overhead. Press down through the shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale, take your time, lowering down with just as much mindfulness. And remember, if you run out of breath on your exhale, stay where you are, take an inhale, and then finish lowering with that next exhale. Super slow and controlled movements. All right, let's take it one more round. Inhale, begin to lift tailbone, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic. Press down through the shoulder blades. Stay, exhale, feel the engagement of your hamstrings and your glutes, your posterior chain. Inhale, just the arms, come up slowly, reaching them back. Exhale, lower down, spine, arms and hips last. Nice work. From here, right knee draws in towards right armpit. Bring your right ankle over the right knee, half happy baby pose. So you're grabbing the outer right foot or the ankle or the shin, whatever you can grab a hold of. Left hand can come on top of the left hip. Try to keep the pelvis level. From here, extend the left leg long onto your mat. Take a full breath in. Exhale, give a gentle pull of the foot, drawing the knee down towards the outer right ribs. Then from here, bend the right knee more. Bring your left hand to your outer right knee as you cross it over your body in a supine twist. Rolling to the outer left hip. Right arm opens wide or in a goalpost. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Navel draws in as you slowly unwind. Set your right foot down on your mat. And we'll take it over to half happy baby on the left side. So bend the left knee, stack your left ankle over it. Flex your left ankle. Find the grip. Right hand on top of the right hip, encouraging a level pelvis, grounding evenly through the back of your pelvis. And then extend the right leg. Deep breath in, expand the rib cage. Deep breath out, give a really gentle little pull of the foot down, opening the left inner thigh and hamstring. One more breath in and out. You can release the left foot as you bend the left knee more. Right hand to outer right knee, cross it over the body, open the left arm wide. Pull your navel in, slowly unwind. Hug both knees into your chest. Find a loving embrace. Thank yourself for carving the time and for finding the discipline to show up for you on your mat today. Forehead comes up to meet the knees. Bring yourself into a small ball. Take a big breath in, full of gratitude. Exhale, drop the head. Extend the legs, open the arms for Shavasana. Take a moment to find comfort and ease. Let the feet flop open, shoulders glide down the back. Find length in your neck, slight tuck of the chin. And just take a moment to notice if there's been a shift energetically, whether it be in your mind, heart, body, spirit, or all four. From the start of class to now. Notice if there is a guna that is dominating, or if you feel rather balanced between the three. Sattva. May you find quietude within your mind, peace within your heart, and stillness within your body for these final moments of class. Please take a smooth, steady breath in through your nose, filling up belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale through your mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Open and close your jaw. Stretch the arms overhead, extend the legs forward, take a full body stretch, creating an infinite shape in your physical body. And bending the knees one at a time, hug them in and roll to one side in fetal position. Remaining for just a moment in this shape of rebirth and renewal. Keeping your eyelids closed, please press yourself upright into a seat, Sukhasana. Cross the shins, sit up tall. Unite your palms at heart center. Lift your sternum towards your thumbs. The more we can recognize these gunas and how they show up or manifest in various areas of our lives, the more awareness we have as to when we might be running in place, rajas, or when we might be stagnant or losing our way, tamas, or when we are simply in the now, growing at a steady pace, appreciating the beauty, grateful for the blessings. That is harmony. May we close practice with the unifying vibration of Om, the sound of creation, the beautiful sound that unites us as a collective. Take a slow breath in through your nose, please. Thumbs lift to third eye center. Tilt your head back. Take a rich breath in. And in gratitude, we bow to one another, honoring the light that dwells within each of us. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel more sattvic now after your practice. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have any requests for future classes or any questions about this class or previous classes, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And until the next time, take care of you. Be well. Bye, guys.